Hello everyone, it's Monique from nowyourcooking.ca and today we'll be making chocolate chip banana crumb muffins. This is the perfect on-the-go snack that also freezes very well. The base ingredients for this recipe are pretty simple. 3 bananas, an egg, all-purpose flour, oil, baking powder, sugar, salt, and of course, chocolate chips. Sometimes I forget to eat the bananas in my fruit basket, so when they end up blackety-black due to my negligence, I make a big old batch of banana muffins. Just make sure they aren't moldy because then it's spoiled. Overripe bananas have all their starch converted to sugars. They're sweet, soft, and perfect for baking. Once you've gotten all the bananas out of their skins, mash it in a large bowl using a fork or a whisk. You could leave a few larger chunks if you like. Pour in your oil, I like to use canola, and add in your white sugar and continue mixing. If you have vanilla extract on hand, you could add it in at this point as well. Whisk in your beaten egg until combined. The batter doesn't have to be perfectly smooth. In fact, it adds some depth to the muffins if there's little chunks of bananas in it. Set your wet ingredients aside for a bit. Add the baking powder to your flour, along with the salt, pink Himalayan in the house, and whisk all the dry ingredients together. Now what I like to do when I have add-ins like chocolate chips in my baking is toss it with a little of the flour mixture to help prevent them from sinking to the bottom of the batter. Ensuring that your batter isn't too thin and using mini chocolate chips will help too, due to their lighter mass. Now it's time to gently fold in the dry ingredients to your wet ingredients using a rubber spatula or wooden spoon. Be very careful not to overmix, otherwise your banana muffins will come out dense and rubbery. Ain't nobody want that. I usually add about 1/3 of the dry ingredients in at a time. Continue mixing until just combined. Finally, gently fold in the chocolate chips. Spoon the batter into 12 lined muffin cups, making sure they're all even. This is where an ice cream or cookie scoop comes in handy. Let's speed this up a bit. Now you can make these muffins as is, but then this recipe wouldn't be called chocolate chip banana crumb muffins. So let's quickly grab a small bowl and mix up these ingredients. For this crumb topping, I tossed in some quick cooking oats for a little extra crunch. What I'm making here is essentially a streusel, a classic combination of fat, flour, and sugar. A little cinnamon is also often added, and I used a wee bit of salt to help balance out the sweetness. Once all the dry ingredients are mixed, pour in the melted butter until everything looks coarse and crumbly. Sprinkle on top of your prepared batter, and you could finally bake them in a preheated oven set to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius for about 20 minutes. All done. Look at these. Trust me, this crumb topping will take your banana muffins to a whole nother level. These are always a hit whenever I make them. So moist, fluffy, and flavorful. And a great way to use up those mushy bananas you forgot about. Thanks again for watching, guys. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this recipe video. You could also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. For the full recipe, check out my website at nowyourcooking.ca. See you later.